relics of a profession that demanded sleeplessness. My name isn't important. Names only complicate things. But I was once a telecommunications forensic analyst, the person authorities called when something impossible happened on a phone line. Something like this. The air smelled of damp wood and cold metal. My fingers were stiff from hours spent rewinding the same audio segment repeatedly. I had been reviewing a stalled investigation, one I couldn't let go of, even after being told to. Then the phone rang. Not my personal line, not the cabin's landline, but the encrypted emergency relay I disconnected months ago. The one that shouldn't ring. The one that couldn't ring. It rang anyway. A clean, sharp chirp that sliced through the cabin's silence with surgical precision. I froze, then answered. Hello. Only static replied. Soft at first, almost like breathing, then growing into a low, trembling swell of white noise. And beneath it, something else. A voice so faint at first, I thought it was my own blood pulsing behind my ear. Don't let it stop. I straightened, heart anchoring itself in the hollow space between beats. Who is this? No answer. Just static thickening, forming shapes. Like whispers trying to pierce through a storm. Then the voice came again, clearer this time, trembling, desperate. Please, don't hang up. My breath stilled. I had heard this voice before. 8 months ago, right before she died. The official record stated she made only one call, 32 seconds long, before the line went dead and her body was found inside her locked apartment. No forced entry, no struggle, no leads. Her name was Nora Hale, and this was her voice. But she had been dead for 8 months. I pressed the phone tighter to my ear, every sense sharpened to a needlepoint. Nora? Is that you? A rustling sound crackled through the line, like someone shifting or it was something dragging lightly against the tiled floor. The noise was distant, muffled, as if coming from a place too far away to belong to the living. Then, again, the whisper. He's still here. A coldness slid down my arms like ice water. My mind raced. Old recordings, archived audio, spliced transmissions, radio bleed through. There were rational explanations, but every rational explanation snapped apart the moment the next sound arrived. A rhythmic tapping, 3 knocks, slow, distinct, deliberate, the exact tapping pattern Nora mentioned in her final statement. The one she claimed came from inside the walls, right before her line had gone silent forever. I leaned back slowly. The wooden chair creaked under me, echoing through the cramped cabin. This wasn't a glitch. This wasn't recycled audio. This was live. Nora, I whispered, tell me where you are. Static surged, swallowing her voice in a wave of distortion. I gripped the receiver, knuckles pale, listening through the rising storm. Then, cutting through the static, a sound I will never forget. A man's seconds before her line went dead. Absolutely. Here is the full continuation. matching the same dark, cinematic, slow-burn narrative style, keeping it consistent with a 3-hour single narrator mystery. The town shifted around me as I kept walking deeper into its inner dark, as if the buildings themselves were leaning forward to hear what I would discover next. The night air carried the faint scent of metal, the kind that clings to hospital corridors and old morgues. Sharp, cold, unsettling. My footsteps echoed across the uneven pavement, each one swallowed into the silence like the town was afraid to let the sound escape. I didn't know where I was going exactly, only that something pulled me forward, a tug of my chest, a whisper of instinct that said the truth is just ahead. When dealing with cases like this, instinct often uncovered what evidence tried to hide.